KB1 UPZ, CT1 EIZ.
KB1 UPZ, go ahead.
Hello Bob, KB1 UPZ, CT1 EIZ returning, 73s my friend. I see that you try to, that you asked for someone who called for an admin. I can tell you that from the TeamSpeak side, nobody asked anything. And I don't know, it happened, I think it was this morning. I have the impression that the cross-link with Zello wasn't working. So I don't know, maybe you heard something from that side, but I didn't hear anything here on this side. KB1 UPZ, CT1 EIZ.
Give me 1 second and I'm going to test it. KB1 UPZ. Yeah, it's working.
Okay, I will try on the Zello side as well, just a second. Let's mute this channel here, let's go to Zello. The Guild QSO, oops, not this one. Let's switch it on.
At 7 o'clock, Wayne was not aware of it. Any LLC.
LLC, KB1 UPZ. Good enough, John. Thank you very much. Duarte was just asking me, so I turned both devices on. I want to make sure.
Okay guys, this is CT1 EIZ returning from Zello side. Good afternoon, John. Wish you a good day and happy Thanksgiving. As far as I know, you're with the family. I wish you a great day. And for you too, Bob. Okay, I listen both of you very well, both on Zello and on the IRN side as well. KB1 UPZ, CT1 EIZ, back to you.
CT1 EIC, KB1 UPZ. No problem, Duarte. And happy Thanksgiving to you too. And thanks for the well wishes. It's working. KB1 UPZ, stand by.
Okay, Bob, thank you a lot for the test. It seems to be working fine, yes. Bye-bye, John. N8LLC, have a good day. 73s, CT1 EIZ clear.
CT1 EIZ and ALLC, thank you, and have a wonderful day yourself, Duarte. And yeah, the link was down this morning for I don't know how long, because something happened to Wayne's computer, so it was not even logged into the system, and I couldn't get into it remotely. So something happened and went down, but Wayne got it fixed, so it's been running fine since then. These things do occasionally happen. It went down apparently when he was sleeping, because you know he works all night. So take care, my friend. Have a wonderful day, NALLC.
All right, N8LLC, this is CT1 EIZ returning. All right, John. Okay, yeah, I noticed it. There was something wrong with the link, but now seems to be okay. I forgot to mention to you. It came across to me some time ago. I remember when we had this issue when pressing the PTT button that would actually activate both, would activate Zello, regardless the configuration. And I just found a way on how you can keep using the same PTT button instead of using the SOS button as we were doing with the F25s and F22s. So if one day you have the time and you want to learn on how to do it, just call me here on the channel, and I will explain how you can do it. It works easy, and it's it's not difficult to change the settings, okay? But it's a workaround. I will let you know when you want, okay? N8LLC CT1 EIZ, back to you.
I will take you up on that. Thank you very much, Stuart. And then I will post the information where everybody can see it. For the new people that want to get into these devices, that'll be helpful. Right now, I just map my SOS button, which doesn't do anything else for Zello push-to-talk. And the regular push-to-talk button is for the IRN TeamSpeak. So that's how I got around it. SOS button doesn't do anything. It might as well be used, so that's what I did. But I'll get with you and we'll get your information and then I'll get it posted where everybody can see it. I appreciate that. N8LLC.
Alright, N8LLC CT1 EIZ returning. Okay, it's very easy. Basically, you just have to downgrade your Zello version. If you go back to version 3.53, then it will work fine, and you will not lose any of the functionality we already have. Okay, and this is why they don't change their software in order to be monopolizing the PTT button. Okay, it's as simple as that. Just downgrade to an early version. Okay, well, have a great day. But when you need the explanation on how to do it, you just let me know and I will explain. I have a few posts on Facebook about it, but as I heard today, you haven't been using Facebook for the last 3.5 years, so you didn't have access to the information. But I'll be very happy to teach you and explain how to do it. Okay, John, have a great day. 73. This is my final. CT1 EIZ clear.
N8LLC.
Let's see if there is somebody else in the other channels.
Drink.
Here it is. The
yeah, well,
okay.
of course, I'm sure you know we have the DMR cross link into HubNet, which is on Brandmeister 4426, the reflector. And the DMR, I think, if you've got your levels and everything all set, it sounds really good. You know, you'd be struggling sometimes to notice. I think the people who tend to sound rough on DMR have they're really loud and their mic gain up really too high and think they've got to shout and they sound rough. Or they've got the internet connection, or you've got these people on BlueStacks and things and have not quite set them up correctly. But everyone I've heard through one of Peter's builds sound really good. Spend a lot of time calibrating them and making sure they're all running really well. And the programming is I think you're right on the DMR. Once you get your head around it, it starts making sense. But at first, it's a bit of a, oh my life, what am I doing? What have I got myself involved in here? But it's all good. And anyway, I'm about to land. So stay 7-3. You safe journey, what's left of it, Richard, and hopefully I'll speak to you again soon. Back to you.
Good afternoon. The time is...
Yes, okay, Steve. I agree with you on all of those points there. But yeah, I think you're probably right. It's probably some of the ones that are maybe not being set up correctly that I've heard. Because I've heard some quite dodgy sounding DMR coming through on the local repeater to me, GB3TD. But although it's local, it's not local enough to work mobile, and it's not on the Bandmeister network either, is it, as far as I know? Yes, getting your head around all those channels and everything, once you get that, it definitely, it does do a very, very clever system, and I'm very impressed with it. And, there's something else you mentioned I was going to reply to, and it's just gone completely out of my head. Oh well, not to worry, I'll remember it as soon as I said to around here. And no, it's gone. Oh well, never mind. catch you again anyway. Nice to have the chat and enjoy your evening. And I shall certainly, if I do manage to get some fish and chips on Sunday, I shall enjoy them, I'm sure. Especially if we sat outside on the sea. But it's not the same though nowadays when you don't eat them out of a piece of newspaper, you know. Cheers, Steve. See you later. G4 Mobile is clear. Bye.
Yeah, good night, Richard 73M0HOY clear.
Afternoon, Richard from on in the Lima Fox.
Good afternoon or good evening, Paul, G4FBA Mobile. And I'm not on the DMR, I'm on the phone at the moment, dialing up into the Raspberry Pi. Just on my way home, got this little
Welcome to the Echolink test server. This server records your transmissions and plays them back to help you adjust your transmitted and received audio. Please feel free to connect as often as you like.
Slightly disabled people, helping them on bike rides, so that was quite good. Went to a place called Eastern Park in Hull. It was amazing, the size of it. It's enormous. Right in the centre of Hull. Anyway, how are you? Back to you from G4FBA Mobile.
Yeah, okay, Richard from Golf for 1 in the Lima Fox. Hope the audio's okay. Using G7DL repeater, DMR crosslink, with a FES580 radio from Connect Systems. Yeah, we've worked before, QTH Doncaster, Richard. Yeah, fine. Well, I managed to cut the grass there with a passion. It wanted doing. Obviously, it's got its last cut now, thank goodness, to March, April time. I wanted it to do it last month, but weather wasn't very good, but I managed to struggle and get it done this time. Trying. Anyway, okay, fine. I'm the QTH there, Richard. I'm just got my feet up, playing radio and having a rest after being at work for 8 hours today. I know it's not a lot, which is when you get up at 4:30. G4FBA Mobile, Golf 1 in the Lima Fox, through GB7 Delta Oscar Doncaster, guys.
Yeah, okay, fine. For G4FBA Mobile is doing well. I'm just coming into Cliff. Oh no, I've just gone through Cliff, which is a little village in the East Riding. And I'm on my way home to Rickle now, so not too far to go. And, well, I was up at mile 6:05, so nothing like as early as you. But I had a busy day yesterday, sleep well enough before, so I went to bed last night at 9:30. I think I went to sleep at about 10, and I slept right through till about 5, which is pretty good going for me. So I feel much better today for having had that extra bit of sleep. And much better today anyway. But I still have managed to try out able to access your feature. But I just remember what I was going to say to Steve. What I found with programming DMR, I got a code plug, and there was so many channels and zones in it. It was just mind-blowing. I couldn't get my head around it. So what I did, I started, just did my own code plug and put one channel at a time in. And when I found that worked, and it helped me then understand how the other channels worked. And I put this other code plug that modified that to the DMR now. And I've got a much greater understanding of how it works. So it's a very clever system, isn't it? I'm very impressed with what you can do with it. And also being able to use a hotspot as well. That's another very clever way of doing things. So I'm very impressed. So, and I'm learning new stuff all the time about it. Anyway, not far from home now, Paul. So I'll just pass it back to you for the final, and I'll get in and get my team in the middle of. Back to you from G4FBA Stroke M.
Very good evening from George 4 Papa Echo Fox in London. Name is Winnie. send me a code plug, and I can put the frequency in for you if that will help you, and you can try it then, Richard. So if you QRZ me, then I'll get back to you, email you, and you can email me your code plug, and I can put it in for you there. That's no hardship there. Only 2-minute job there, Richard. That's good, Richard, for your final. Then I'll pass it to Winston. Chief SPA Mobile, Golf 1 India Lima Fox on the group.
Yeah, okay, well, Chief SPA Mobile 2. Well, I think I've got it sorted now, and I have got DO in as well. I've got your repeater, but I can send you to have a look at anyway. If I get time later on this evening. I've got a few things to do tonight, so it'll be quite busy. Let's see how we get on anyway.
Okay, let me mute now the conversation here on the IRN, and I want to try this app which is called Broadcastify, and this is an app where you can listen to any scanner in the world basically. Okay, I will let it use my location. I don't need why they need it, but anyway. And now I want to see the top 25 feeds. One of the favorite ones is Chicago Police. Let's listen to Chicago Police.
Any other TMAs from the Turkey Trot that need a ride-in? Look this up. 9623, Eddie.
Today mobile with 910.
910 for the mobile. He's on the air.
I'm changing now to Las Vegas Police. Let's see.
I can recall him. He didn't say exactly where he was. He said he was on Paradise in front of Siegel Suites.
So basically this is a radio that you can install any app from Google Play.
Control time 236, that's on 4110 on channel.
And
Acknowledge.
as far as you have an internet connection, then you can
David.
play with all these radio
David
apps.
Ocean. Actually, no, it's 800 Charlie 21.
Copy.
Okay, I'm not very familiar with this app here. I'm going to exit. And here you have Echolink, you have TeamSpeak, you have Zello. And in TeamSpeak, if you connect to the IRN, you basically are connected to many live repeaters. So that's why you need a valid ham radio license to use the IRN. Some of the channels in the IRN are not amateur radio channels, but most of them are. So you would need a license, and you need to go through a validation process when you join the IRN. So this means that if you don't have a license, you still can listen to the IRN, any channel, and but then you don't have transmission privileges. But there are many different channels with lots of nets as well. Normally I like to listen to the the Alaska morning net. Here in Portugal, where I am, it starts at 6 o'clock p.m. every day, and but locally in Alaska it's 9 in the morning when they start. But it's funny because for most of the time there's always a net going on, or there's a QSO, because there are many different time zones. So it's always a good buddy to have this Inrico TM-7. It's a different way of doing ham radio, where you don't need antennas. I know the old school guys will not like this, but it's an evolution from Echolink. For me, I mean, I still talk to ham radio operators about technology, about ham radio, about different modes and different styles. For me, that is ham radio. Well, guys, I think that's going to be all for now. We'll keep in touch. Have fun.